Hey everyone, Chris here. Hey, thanks a lot for everybody who has subscribed and has viewed these videos that I posted. I was asked numerous times to do another updated tiger barb video, which normally I would do a tiger barb video like every 4 or 5 months. I wasn't expecting to do one this early, but I decided since there were so many requests for one, I'm going to do something a little bit extra special. And that is, I'm going to do quite a few things with my tank today as part of the video, but I won't drag it on so you don't get too bored. First thing, the tiger barbs that I have here, they all decided to come up here all of a sudden. All these guys here are about 3.5 years old. That was one of the questions I was asked. And how did I get them so big? Well, they are 3.5 years old, so a lot had to do with the size of the aquarium and their age. So these guys have been with me for about 3.5 years old. The lifespan of a tiger barb is about 5 years. So 3.5 years is actually a really good age for these guys. I normally had about 32 tiger barbs when I first started. I'm down to about 24 as some get old, some get sick here and there. I mean, they were a little bit older. But you never see any carcasses down here in the bottom because these little whippersnappers here just decide to eat them up as soon as one of them gets sick or gets too old for the tank and dies. They just eat them up. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to do a few things today. I'm going to clean the aquarium out. I bought a few extra plants and I'm going to redesign the tank. And I'm also going to add 5 new guys, which are these guys right here. I got 5 of them in here. Now these guys are little, they're like this big. Those guys in there are like that big. So new guys are like this. So I'm going to show you how I acclimate new fish to my aquarium, especially with these guys who have been senior for so long and have known only each other. I'll show you how I do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is start acclimating these guys so they can start feeling that kind of water so they're not shocked when I put them in. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, I got those guys in the tank. I did have 2 questions recently about how I acclimate my fish, and basically it's pretty easy. When you get your fish in this bag here that the store provides you with, what I do is I break open a hole. You can see them down in there. And then I just dip it inside this water just a little bit, get a little bit of that water in there. And what I normally do, just so the bag doesn't float away or turn upside down, I normally lay that, like that, and then I put the glass down so it can't go nowhere. Then they just sit there like that and everybody gets to take a look at them. So that's the first step we got to do. All right, the next step, what I'm going to do today when I'm doing my cleaning, I'm going to take all those plants out. And a lot of questions on how I wash my plants. How do you get the algae off, et cetera, to make them look new again? Well, I'm going to show you. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the plants out and I'm going to stick them in that bucket right there. Oh, before anybody asks, yes, those are goldfish up in there. I put about 40 goldfish in there about a week and a half ago. And there's probably about a dozen left. I do that on occasion so they have something to chase, something to pick on besides each other. So, and then they go through a cycle of pellets, flakes, worms, goldfish. It kind of goes like in that cycle. So they're on their goldfish cycle right now. Probably about 3 more days, those goldfish will be gone. And then I'll go back to pellets and flake food, and then some worms and maybe a night crawler here and there, maybe half a piece of ham, then some goldfish, et cetera, et cetera. I got a deal on goldfish, that's why I bought so many. Normally I only buy like 6 to 12. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and gather up these plants and I'll show you what I do with them. Okay, now that I got the plants out, I have also decided to wash everything in here. And I'm going to show you. I know everybody's seen this mess right here in your own aquarium. You get all that green stuff all over, all that algae. Especially on my guy here. I feel sorry for him, he's got green all over him. But anyways, with all that green stuff, that's no problem. We're going to take care of that today easy. I'll show you what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go ahead and clear that out first. Okay, and I got everything stacked inside this bucket here. I'm going to take it upstairs. Tank is a little bit empty. You can't see now all the catfish that are back here by the heaters in the pump, and one of them down there. They're all trying to figure out what's going on. There two guys are, featherfin and a Cenodonis back there. So yeah, now there's nothing to hide in. So now, next thing I'm going to do is somebody else asked me about my filter. And I'm going to show you that here in a second. Okay, now I told you we were going to do a lot in this video. And the reason being is, with all the questions that are asked, if I could figure out how to tell you, I'm going to try to do it in a video so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So this video I like to answer probably about 7 to 10 questions all at the same time. So with my filter here, I'm going to show you how dirty my filter is. Now this has probably been a month and a half, 2 months since I've changed. And now that contains the cartridge here. I'm going to stick that in this container so it doesn't leak everywhere. And you can see it's pretty nasty. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. All right, so with that being said, I got these little wheels here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take those off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brush this algae off. I like to do that so all the algae runs into the water here. Because I'm not going to take this whole piece off. That's just not going to happen today. Okay, very good. Now I'm going to take these in the bathroom and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, now this may come as a shock to many of you. One of the questions I'm answering right now is how often do I change my my filter cartridges? Well, you know at the stores they'll run anywhere from $5 to $12 a piece, and they say to change them like every month or 2 months. I say bull crap. These that are in here I bought in 1999, and I still have them. And as you can see, this is after a couple months of not changing it. Okay, these are the same cartridges I've had. Now I don't have any more carbon, but I do have the piece that came inside here, and all I'm going to do is clean it off and put it back in. And you know, most people will probably say that'll kill your fish. Most people will probably say that's not healthy for your fish. I don't lose fish. I might lose one here and there due to old age or a rare sickness, but I don't get ick. I don't get any kind of diseases in my tank. I've used the same one since 1999. I have 2 of them here. And normally about every month or 2 months I'll change it out. I've been kind of behind this month. So, and yes, I am going to let you see it as nasty as it is, because someone out there is probably seeing the same thing and then runs out to the store and buys a brand new one. I'm telling you, you don't have to. You really don't have to if you don't want to. These things are very old, and I'm going to wash them up and show you what they look like. Okay, and with that, we are done. We're cleaned up, ready to start fresh. That's what they look like. Yes, and this is 1999. Yes, they do kind of look like they're 1999, but these are now clean. Washed them off with hot water, killed everything, got the plastic cleaned. I'm going to put them back together. We're going to stick them back in. Okay, and we're going to fit that one back down in there. So I got 2 clean cartridges, and once the pressure in the water builds up, these things will still go. Yeah, this thing is 1999 too. This piece right here, the whole filter system is since 1999. But you know what? Since 1999, it's always done its job. It's always kept my fish clean, healthy. I get a lot of compliments on my tank being so clear. What you hear in the store about switching out your cartridges every month, 2 months, that's a bunch of baloney. If you want to do it, you know what, so be it. I've had the same one since 99. I don't believe in buying those cartridges every single month. If my fish were dying or being sick, absolutely, but they don't. So as long as you're keeping the water clear and keeping those bacteria stabilized, you're straight. We're gonna head upstairs and I'm gonna show you the next step in cleaning this aquarium. Okay, the next question that is going to be answered right now is, how do I clean all this stuff? How do I do it? And it come out nice and clear like brand new. Well, here's the answer right there. My dishwasher. Believe it or not, for all these years, I've always used my dishwasher to clean my plants and my stone, because the water gets so hot inside there that it'll kill all this algae. So even if it doesn't come out like all the way clear, that's going to die off anyway, because it's going to burn it to the point where it dies off. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in there and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, this is the first load here. I have all my slate and pottery and stuff like that in the bottom. All the plants go up on top just because there's more pressure down below, kind of knocks them around a little bit. Up here, they're actually safe from being torn apart. I got my plastic little object guy here. But anyways, we're gonna put that one in, and we're gonna put this one in. And now that is totally empty. You definitely don't want to use any chemicals on this. This is just straight wash and heat. And then one of the objects I didn't fit in there this time around, I want to get it done, is this little hideout here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the sink up while the dishwasher's going. And I'm going to just fill it up with hot water and let it soak underneath there. Probably about a half hour. I'll come over, scrub it off real easy. It'll all come off and be nice and clean. All right, next part, we're going to go ahead. These guys here have been in here for about 25 minutes. So we're going to add a little bit more water to them to acclimate them a little bit more. Dunk that down in there, get a little more water in there. And once again, I'm going to seal it off. Okay, next step, while all that stuff's in the dishwasher, I'm going to clean about, probably about 20-25 gallons of water out, and I'm going to scrub the sides. In the back, it's very green. I'm going to go ahead and scrub everything. And then I'll be right back. Okay, the tank has been cleared out. Still got these little guys over here. It's been another 20 minutes, so I added a little bit more water to them. I moved them to this side so I can do that side of the aquarium. But now I'm going to add some more water. So let's start adding. All right, and as we're adding water, these guys will start getting acclimated within the tank, and these guys will actually come into the tank already acclimated. So that's a good thing. You see there's barely any water dripping back there because there's no pressure coming up inside the tube here. So as soon as this water starts filling up, the water from the back here, it won't be so dried up anymore. It'll start flowing back again. So let's go ahead and fill her on up and take the next step. And the water pressure is starting to get back up there. Almost to the top. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off to make room for the slate and the plants. Okay, I got the stuff out of the dishwasher, and whatever was not killed, or if there is some algae left over, it will die in a matter of days or so. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this in the aquarium. Okay, everything is done. I added all the new barbs that were sitting up here in the bag. I actually did a clip on it, but I was doing it one-handed, and a few of the tiger barbs got stuck in the bag, and so I had to drop the camera and get them in there as fast as possible. So I just deleted the clip and started from here again. So I have all 5 new ones in the aquarium. It's kind of cloudy right now because everything's stirred up, but you could see a sizable difference between the new guys here and the old guys here. And it's like I see 1, 2, there's 3, and 4 and 5 are in there somewhere. But anyways, they're all getting along. Another question that was asked to me was, do I always change water and add new furniture when I get new fish? The answer is yes. And the reason for that is easy. When you change out the water, you change out all the plants and slate and rocks and hideouts and that, your old fish will be paying too much attention to that and not paying attention to all the new guys you just added to your tank. So I always do that when I do it. It's a lot safer for the new fish. And as you can see, the big fish are leaving the little fish alone. Nobody's picking on anybody, nobody's chasing anybody around the aquarium, which is a very good thing. And it is kind of blurry, but in about a couple hours, I'll do a final video to end this video off. Hopefully I answered all of your questions. If I didn't, please comment below, and next time I do a video, I'll make sure I add your question in. See you in about an hour. Okay, everything here is settling down a little bit. The water's getting clearer. It'll get more clear throughout the night, but I want to get this video out so everybody can see it. This is what the aquarium is looking like after doing the overhaul today, with the new plants, new furniture. Oh, and I almost forgot to put this guy in there, but I remembered him at the last minute. But yeah, the convicts are happy, the erotis are happy, the new baby tiger barbs are happy. Looks like everybody's happy. And hopefully I answered all your questions. I answered probably about 10 questions in this one. how I clean tank filters, how I add new fish, etc., etc. If I didn't answer something, please comment below. Maybe I could do it on a next video. Please let me know what you think about this video, and be sure to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Please tell your friends about me. And with that, I'm going to call this video done. Thank you for watching, everybody.